It seems like I've not had so much fun on this road for so long, you know.
Alright guys, we are in the Proton S70 and this is really the first time I am driving. No, it's not. I actually drove the car on the test track.
Yeah, the preview.
At the preview, but that was on a test track, and well, you drive a bit fast on the test track, but the top speed was not very fast. So today we're going to drive the car on the road, and what we're going to do is we're going to drive for the first part very normally on the road to tell you or show you how it feels. Okay, so without further ado, let's go. So the first thing I learned today is the gear shift lever is a little bit different. You have to pull down twice to get into gear, and we have a 7-speed DCT, no pedal shifters, but a manual shift pattern that uses the gear shift lever. You push to the right to go up, push to the left to go down. Okay, so well, the first impression is I think it's a wow, because I just took off and the car actually has very good response. So that part is very surprising. It's very good. And what we have is a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbo engine that is found in the X50. So it's the same engine as in the X50, and it has 150 PS or 148 horsepower and 226 Newton meters of torque. So it does give the car pretty good credentials. Okay, so most of the people who buy this car, about 80% of them, will be driving it quite normally and sedately. So we are driving now on the left hand lane. We're going at 92 kilometers per hour. Yes, the speed limit is 90, and we are just tootling along the road. And what do you hear? Okay, the first thing you ask me, hey, can you hear the 3-cylinder engine? Actually, no lah. You can't tell whether it's 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder when you're driving at this speed. Okay, because actually what you are hearing now is just the tires. And okay, you see the road surface changed, and so the sound of the tire also changes because of the road surface. So there's nothing much you can do about that lah. Although most manufacturers try to keep the cars quiet, but nowadays it is also a battle to get better grip. And sometimes if you want better grip, then the tire noise is compromised. So it's just a question of where the car maker wants to place their car in the spectrum of quietness, fuel economy versus better grip and more aggressive sounding tires, because that is a part of it comes with it, you know. And also they have to constantly battle with themselves and their competitors to look at the wear rate, the tread wear, whether they want the tread to last longer, that means the tire to last longer, or to have more grip, because the longer the tire can last, the less grip it's going to have. So that's very normal. Okay, so we are now on S mode, but it's still on automatic. And so we just overtook another car that was going very slow. Oh, I'm so sorry guys, we are a little bit above the speed limit. It's so easy to exceed the speed limit. Okay. And that having been said, I would say it actually bodes well for the car, because it means the car is actually quite stable. So if you ask me, can I buy this car as a daily driver? I think so, yeah, because it is very stable, and it's very reassuring, yeah. And So it has a 7-speed DCT, and of course it's a wet clutch. For those of you who know, wet clutch will last longer. And this is the Flagship X model, so it's the same as the Flagship, except that it's got a sunroof, which we are not going to use, but well, it's there. And this is the one that costs 94,800 ringgit. Now, in terms of size, some people say it's C segment, some people say it's B segment. I would say that it is just slightly bigger than B segment, but it is, if you call it a C segment, I would say it's a very small C segment, okay? Because the C segment cars have grown quite a bit, and the C segment wheelbase, the standard is around 2700 Now this one has, I think it's 262 something, okay? So 2627, I think, I may be wrong, but it's just a bit longer than the standard, which is about 2600. In fact, I think the Vios is already 2620. So in terms of size, you can say this car is very slightly longer in terms of wheelbase. Yeah, I think the overall length is 4602, height is 14 something. That's not important, but well, there's enough headroom. That's all you want to know. And do you know the weight of the car, Kelvin?
As I remember, it was about 1.3, I think.
Okay, so it's 1.3 tons. It's quite in line with what these cars' weight standard is. And well, as of this moment, we are driving on the road, so it doesn't matter lah. But up on the mountain, I would really like a pair of paddle shifters. And seriously speaking, well, 150 horsepower PS seems good, but there's always the thought that we know, hey, there is another engine that's also made in Malaysia, and that one has 177 PS. So that will be said with a tinge of regret, you know, since you're going to make the Flagship X, well, another few thousand more would have not made any difference, you know, because then you will have a car that's going to be very, very potent, and it's going to give all the other boys a run for the money. As it is now, oh yeah, the other one is still a bit faster, you know. But anyway, for this price of 94,800, I think it's a pretty good package. And also further down the road, if you go down to the base model, all the kosong stuff, which I'm fine with, because all I want is the engine and the transmission and the suspension, okay? So the rest of the stuff is not important. Anyway, for our driver, we have turned off everything, okay? So that's why you don't hear this and the steering trying to pull you back. No, we've turned it all off, and including traction control. So we're going to drive this car raw, yeah? Of course, if you are not used to driving in this type of state, then I would suggest you just keep everything on. Okay, now let's check the steering. Yeah, okay, steering is adjustable for height and also for reach. And I just wanted to make sure that I got the right amount of grip on the steering with my body lightly strapped against the seat. Yes, so I'm just getting ready for the moment of truth when we go up the hill. And today we are very, very lucky. But having said that, for the last 2 runs, it has always been good up to here. And just as we start the run, you see the rain. Oh no. Okay, so hopefully we will get a dry run today. And I just want to make sure our lights is on the right hand side, right?
Left hand side.
Left hand side. I just want to make sure the lights are on.
Yep, they're on.
They're on, okay. So we are getting to the end of our drive on the highway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to the manual. Yeah, now it's on manual 6. So there is a manual 7, yeah. So it automatically selects the gear for you, and it selects 6. So I want to go down. Practice. Manual 5, manual 4, and it's time to get a bit of water into my mouth before we start. Alright guys, we are very near the end of our road drive, and the sky is a bit overcast. So I think maybe we will see a spot of rain and perhaps some mist. And hey, okay, we are on third gear. Okay, it takes a bit of time for the turbo to spool up. And let's go. Okay, so we have McPherson struts in the front and torsion beam at the back. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's another piece of tinge of regret there. Would have been good if we had a bit of multi-link at the back. I'm okay with the McPherson struts in the front. Oh, so even though it's in manual, it shifts up itself. It doesn't let you drag. Then we might as well be in auto, no difference. Okay, so I've taken a couple of corners, so I would say that the springing is a bit for comfort. Yeah, it shifts up again, so actually it's quite pointless to do a manual shift, but we will still shift down. Okay, so that was the first corner. We just took it a bit carefully. A truck. I keep on seeing the same truck every time I come up. Oh, it's got an emergency stop signal. When you brake hard, the hazard lights come flashing. Okay, that was third gear. Shift down to second. That's still in third. It didn't shift down because I think we were going a bit too fast for second. Okay, so that's a DCT trying to save the gearbox. Okay, a little bit of understeer, but I'm beginning to like the car. It's very predictable. Second gear. Still in third gear. So he doesn't want to shift to second. Okay, so take it in third lah. Just have to go in a little bit faster. But that was fourth gear, it shifted up. Okay, so the handling so far is actually quite good. It does break away in the front, but it's very predictable. So I actually can feel it breaking away, and of course by easing off of the throttle, it will solve the problem. Okay, we have a Honda Civic. Just want to make sure he knows we're here. He does. Thank you very much. Yes, on the road you must always watch out for other cars. Okay, that is third gear. I'm going to brake and see whether I can shift down to second. No, it doesn't allow me to shift down to second. Okay, that was third. Oh, that was second. Even though it showed third. Yeah. See, it's quite predictable. So I don't have to shift up. I only have to shift down. I'm beginning to think that the manual shift is just for you to play only. The car will actually decide what gear it wants to go.
Gives you just the feel, I think. Happy feel.
But it just says, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. No, you can't shift down. But overall, I think the handling is okay lah. You know, I can live with this. Of course, those of you who want a little bit more action, you can change the suspension to maybe about 20% harder, and you'll be okay. You can retain the springs. So the main characteristic is that it understeers a little bit. So I have no idea what tires they're using. But whatever understeer you have is quite predictable lah. You can actually go into a four-wheel drift into the corner.
Yeah, I can feel it.
With a bit of trail braking.
Oh, it seems like I've not had so much fun on this road for so long, you know.
Oh, yeah, very nice to drive.
Yeah. Can you see me smiling all the way?
Okay, so downhill is actually a test of brakes, and so far I think the S70 has done very well. Yeah, it just shifts up by itself. Okay, so guys, just as a point in passing, this is the Geely way of protecting the DCT that's in the car, so it doesn't allow you to do any fancy shifting or any jerky shifting or over revving the gearbox. It just changes up for you when it feels like it's ready. So you really can't do much. So okay lah, no need pedal shifter like that lah. Okay guys, so we are at the first roundabout. I think just a quick wrap up. I think the car behaved itself very well. As I said before, it's a slight tendency to understeer, and just to remind you guys, understeer is the easiest thing to cure in a car. As a driver, when you start to understeer, all you have to do is lift off slightly, and then the car will correct itself, and you're done. Okay, so we have done the first part. So far, so good. Now I'm going to check the system, and there's no temperature gauge.
This one have.
Don't have. So we don't know the temperature, we don't know how hot the gearbox is, we don't know how hot the engine is. So, but as normal, what we do is we will ease off for this first part, or in between the first and second part. Why? Because we have motorbikes and you have cars. So this is a densely populated area, and so normally this is what we do with all cars. Yeah, we just ease off in between, also to let the adrenaline slow down a bit. How are you feeling, Kelvin?
Fantastic. So I said this uncle, I never so long, I never had so much fun.
And Jaga's at the back.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
And we're in the X70. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I think I haven't. Yeah, that car was hogging the right-hand lane, and there is a bit of a miss lah, you know, but that won't stop us. So Jaga, feeling good?
I'm totally.
Hey, your belt is on, huh?
Huh?
Your belt is on, huh?
Yeah, on.
Okay, good.
I'm
alright.
always watching Uncle video. I didn't expect from this uncle, because from the video very slow and bit you can't feel the fast. But here I'm
It actually allows you to shift down at a very low speed.
First gear, particularly is just for launching.
Yeah, but even second gear is very low. I had to slow down to about 30 or 20 before it shifted down.
No, shifted down.
It didn't shift down until I was very slow. Okay, now we are still in second gear, and we'll just go around this car on the outside. So basically guys, the suspension is on the comfortable side, and so the ride is pretty good, and the engine gives good power. And we have this taxi that is slowly wending his way up, so we'll just have to wait.
Oh, this is a nice bend.
Thank you. The taxi still is on the right hand lane. Yeah, it actually shifts up at a very low RPM. Maybe at 5,000 or 4,005 it already shifted up.
Actually, I'm screaming inside.
Serious ah? No feel ah? Not say no feel lah. Sorry uncle, not no feel. Like I said, I never been in so much fun, you know. So many years.
Okay, we're gonna share the corner with this car. We'll just take him on the inside. Yes.
Oh, that was nice.
Okay, so the road is a bit damp. Looks like we don't have to shift down. It will shift down by itself. Yeah, you see, it shifted down. Okay, I would say that this car is like plasticine in your hands. You can do anything you want it to do. Oh, we see a Saga there. Okay, just to make sure he knows we're there. Yes, he does. What's all this? I just wanted to make sure there was nothing blocking the road. Definitely this car is very easy to drive. You can do anything you want to. Here's where the extra 27 DS will help.
Oh yeah.
It's so easy to drive. Very easy.
For seriously, no third thoughts already Jaya, for this car. Definitely buying.
Road narrows here. Be careful. I don't think he knows we're here. Now he knows. Thank you. And guys, this is the last corner. Yes. And we're here.
Woo! Seriously, this guy's fun, man.
Yeah, it's very nice, very easy to drive.
Whoa.
Okay, so the transmission did not overheat, the engine did not overheat, everything is good. Yeah, so I think Geely, the designers of this car, did a very good job. Yeah, and of course credit goes to Proton too lah for choosing this spec. And the reason why the transmission did not overheat is because the computer system control the gear changes. Yeah, it won't take my aggressive driving style, but it just allowed me to drive as best as it could allow me lah. So there's no overheating of the engine, no overheating of the transmission. Brakes were good. Suspension is on the soft side, but don't forget, this is a sedan you buy to go to work. Yeah, so was it good enough to come up Genting? Yes, it was perfect. The balance was very good. So well done Proton, because I know that Proton does a bit of work on the suspension to get it done. Okay, overall, for those of you who want a normal car, once in a while come up to Genting, have fun, go outstation in comfort, then leave the car as it is. For those of you who want to come up on Saturday, Sundays to play a little bit, well, do a little bit of work on the suspension, you are done. Brakes are adequate, they are fine, no problem at all. But of course, if you want to put on a set of Brambos because they look nice, yes, of course you can. Alright guys, so that's it for our drive. Again, we'd like to thank HZN, HZN Proton for letting us have this car for the day. Thank you, Kelvin.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jaya, for not screaming.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, and so of course, you know for a fact that Khong Driving also sells Protons, and HZN is one of our regular backers for our Proton sales around the Klang Valley area. We also do sell for others, but HZN gives us a lot of support. Yep, and they are located in SS5, very near in Petaling, Jaya. And of course, if you want to buy this car, you can put your booking at shop.yskhongdriving.com, and if you need any more information, you can either leave your comments below in the video or send me a WhatsApp 016-335-0609. So guys, thank you very much for being with us, and till we meet again in the next video. So it's me, Kelvin and Jaya saying bye-bye.
Bye.